Have you ever heard of the Whispering Woods? The Whispering Woods. There was a small, remote village nestled between mountains and a thick forest. The villagers always warned strangers not to venture into the forest at night, for it was known as the Whispering Woods. Legend spoke of strange voices that would lure travelers deep into its heart, never to return. One autumn evening, a young woman named Eliza, new to the village and skeptical of the local legends, decided to explore the woods. She had heard the stories but dismissed them as mere folklore, believing the villagers were simply superstitious. Armed with only a lantern and her courage, Eliza ventured into the forest at dusk. The tall trees loomed over her, their twisted branches like skeletal hands against the dimming sky. As she walked deeper, the dense canopy blocked out the last traces of sunlight, leaving only the dim glow of her lantern to guide her. It was quiet at first, eerily so. No birds, no rustling leaves, just silence. But then, as she reached a clearing, she heard it, a soft whisper. "Eliza." Her heart skipped a beat. She hadn't told anyone she was going into the woods, and she was certain she was alone. She shook her head, blaming her imagination, and continued walking. But the whisper came again, closer this time. "Eliza, follow me." Her breath quickened, and the hairs on the back of her neck stood up. She spun around, scanning the trees with her lantern, but there was nothing, no movement, no sign of life. Yet the voice persisted. "Eliza, I'm waiting." Panic set in. She turned to leave the clearing, but no matter which direction she went, she found herself back at the same spot. The trees seemed to have shifted, closing in around her, as if trapping her in the center of the forest. The whispers grew louder, overlapping, like 100 voices speaking at once. "Come to us! Stay with us! Forever!" Trembling, Eliza began to run, but the forest felt endless. The path behind her twisted and vanished. The lantern flickered, the flame growing weaker with each step. The whispers became screams, deafening as shadowy figures began to appear in the corners of her vision, just beyond the reach of her light. Her lantern died, plunging her into complete darkness. And then, silence. The villagers never saw Eliza again, though some claimed to hear her voice, faint and pleading, whenever the wind passed through the Whispering Woods at night. They say if you listen closely, you can still hear her calling for help. But no one dares to answer. Like and subscribe for more scary stories.